Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nancy and we're doing a 12 things I am not buying this year. So it's on the similar vein of last year's no buy, low buy that I did, but these are just 12 things off the top of my head, not inclusive because like there could be way more things, but 12 things that really stood out to me when I was writing this list of things that I don't want to buy this year for many different reasons, which I'll explain. Last year I did do that low buy, no buy, and I found it was a good practice. It's just more putting into the forefront of my mind of maybe I need to consume less, let's be a little bit more spend conscious and financially aware. Anyways, I have written down 12 things that I want to not buy this year because I could use that money for other things, right? Anyways, and this is personal to me. If you buy these things, that's okay. Don't feel bad. This is just for me, okay? First one is cameras. This might not be on everyone's no buy, but for me personally, I am using like a new camera that I got this year. Or is it last year? No, it was this year, I think. It's the DJI Pocket Osmo 2, and I don't need any new cameras. I just don't. Cameras are not cheap. You know how there's that trend for like old digicams and like old Fujifilms and things like that, like in film cameras, there's that resurgence again of going retro and analog. I have so many cameras. A lot of these things that are on my list will revert back to trends and information that you see online, or like videos and content that you see online that might influence you and influences me, at least. Again, personally, this is my video where I'm talking about me and my spending habits. So no cameras. Number two, continuing from last year actually, is perfume. I don't have a lot of perfume, but I don't wear perfume a lot. So, or not on the daily actually. So I find that consuming or using up perfume will take, I don't know, like 10 years, like 12 years, maybe even longer than that. They just kind of sit there. And also perfume is not a product that you can actually keep forever. Over time, it kind of goes bad. So it's a waste of money. So no more perfume. I did buy a little perfume. Oh, I'll grab it. This one right here. I bought this one when I was in France. It's this jasmine perfume. It smells really nice. But this is the one perfume that I did buy for myself this year as a reminder of my trip to Paris. So as a souvenir for myself, a gift for myself. Anyways, no more perfume though. Number three is jewelry. And the reason is because I always wear the same ones. I will buy new jewelry sometimes and I won't wear it, especially if it's not jewelry that is made from like silver or gold or titanium or whatever. But if it's not a precious metal, I won't wear it often because I like to keep my jewelry on. Like, I like to wear the same ones every day. I don't like to take them off. I like to shower with them. I know that's probably gross for some people, but this necklace, since I've gotten it, I have not taken this one off. Don't want to buy any more jewelry that, especially if it is like gonna rust really easily. Like, you know the cheap like 18 packs from like Claire's or something like that? They're cute, but no, not for me. Also continuing from last year, I don't think this is a big issue for me personally anymore, but sometimes it sits in the back of my head like I need to buy it, I want to get it so badly. It's blind boxes or any kind of like gacha kind of like, I guess, lottery kind of component to it. Also, I forgot, they are really expensive nowadays. They're not cheap anymore. They're like $20 to $30 a box, Canadian. Again, I'm saying Canadian dollars, but anyways, no blind boxes. And number five, so number five, I have an issue. This is blush. So this is my blushes. This used to be much more, okay? But this is all the blushes I think that I could find in my makeup collection right now. So look at all these. Also, blush is not a product that you need lots of anyways, but these are all the blushes that I have. I don't think I will ever consume all of this in my lifetime, so I cannot buy any more blushes this year. I have some cream blushes, powder blushes, but like they go bad. Makeup goes bad. So anyways, I cannot buy any more blushes this year. I think sometimes like you see a new product online, you're like, oh my God, that's so cute. That looks really nice. I should try it. No. Anyways, that's that. And that's why I'm trying to actually consume less beauty content and like I guess fashion content too, because like the more social media that I consume, the more I want to buy. And number 6 is books. I don't know, I don't have a lot of books. You can see I have my bookshelf there. They're actually filled with stuffed animals rather than books, but I actually still have a backlog of books I need to read, either on like physical books or my Kobo. So no buying books. Even if it is thrifted or like secondhand or whatever, no more. Like I love hunting for books. Don't get me wrong, it's really fun, and like I love like browsing to see if there's anything like that was on my list that I want to read. But there's that habit of buying rather than consuming. I'm not actually consuming the books that I buy. I'm just letting it sit there on my shelf. And number 7 are, I wrote down here, cheap things from Temu, AliExpress, etc. Basically clutter. So you know, sometimes when you browse on these like apps and websites and platforms where they sell things for like really, really cheap. So you're like, oh, I can just buy this one and this one and this one and this one. And it comes to your home, it arrives to your home, and you never end up using it or touching it. Like you use it like one time and then it just sits there and collects dust. And it's just basically clutter. And just because it was cheap, like even going to a dollar store, actually, that's another example, is like those kind of like little cheapo things. They're like cheap purchases, which you think is a good deal, but then you never end up actually using it. The thing I'm trying to drive home is, for me, is I need to buy things with intention rather than spur of the moment because it's cheap, if that makes sense. So that's why it's like there's no need to endlessly like scroll on these apps or go in person to like a dollar store or like a discount store and just be like, oh, like that is really cute, that is really cheap, I might as well just get it because it's only like $3. And then you just fill the whole cart with it, and then it comes into your home and you don't use it. But yeah, it's different if you actually use the things that you consume, but I find that a lot of these things are in your mind you want to use, but then when it actually comes to it, you never get to using it because you are already overwhelmed with so many things. And then number 8, for me personally, I don't know if this is a big issue for a lot of people, but for me personally, I tend to buy backups of things, like a lot. It's a really bad habit. I do this with skincare, I do this with makeup, I do this with everyday household items as well. The theory and the thinking, I think, is that if I buy it as a backup or I buy in bulk, I'm actually saving money, and when I run out, I'm not like stressing out trying to like go buy it. And you know, I guess the thing is, I grew up with this mentality of like, oh, I need to always make sure there's enough. And so, for example, I have like 3 months worth left of like cat litter for Hannah, and I still went out to buy another box for 2 more months worth. So I have like 5 months worth of cat litter right now, which I don't really need. I can just literally go out and buy it. It's actually not that bad. But I think I have this mindset where I'm like, I need a backup of it just in case, like what if? But then I'm like, it's just taking up more space, and actually sometimes you actually end up not using it, or you want to decide to switch to something else. Number 9 is very specific. This one is kitten heels. I will not buy kitten heels anymore for me personally this year. I think going forward, actually, even beyond this year. Heels are pointed toe and they compress your toes, and I have wide feet. So that combination does not work. It is torturous for my feet. And yeah, so I cannot buy any of that going forward this year, but then also probably next year's after that too, because it's just not a shoe shape that actually works for me. I mean, I could probably try to find shoes that, my laundry is done. Anyways, I should probably try to find shoe shapes that are a little bit more rounded or like made for wide feet. I think I just have to remember, like, I'm not like the average person with like nice slim feet. Number 10, this one's a little bit sad because I like supporting like artists and local artists too, but I cannot buy any more art prints. I will try to support them in other ways, like maybe stickers or things that I could possibly use, but art prints are beautiful. I love art prints. Like I used to buy too many, and I actually have like this little folder thing. Hold up, I'll grab it. This right here is a clear book. It's A3 size with 30 pockets in it. Anyways, this is where I store all of the art prints that I bought before. They're really gorgeous. The sad thing is, as you know, for me, I don't really hang up art on my walls. I only have like a small section of my home where I hang up things. I had a period of time, I don't know if you remember Genshin Impact. I don't play that game anymore, but I had this period where I was obsessed and I kept buying more art prints and more art prints, and like it's really gorgeous, don't get me wrong. Oh my god, I love this game. Anyways, but yeah, I have a lot of art prints where they just kind of sit there and they're not really being used, and I want to save money in that way. I'm allowed to enjoy their stuff without having to buy it, and like I understand, like people need to be patrons of art. Like I always believe in that. You need to be a patron of art, but also be realistic with your budget and then your lifestyle and like what you really would do with it. I forgot what I was gonna say, but no to AI art. That's all I want to say. Okay, number 11 is purses and bags. I have enough. I have enough. I just don't need to. Like there's always a new viral trending bag, and this is like related to number 12, by the way, but there's always gonna be that it bag. There's always gonna be something new. It's gonna be like, oh, the re-edition, the viral this. Girl, I have lots of nice leather handbags. I don't need any more handbags that are gonna just literally be gone in like 5 years. I want to use my bags for a really long time. So anyways, at least this year, I don't want to buy any more bags. I don't see that there is a gap in my bag needs. Does that make sense? Like, you know how you need a bag for going to school or work, and you need a bag for, you know, going out for dinner, or you might need a bag, you know, for a date. I don't know, but you might not need that actually. Maybe you just need one bag, or you don't need a bag at all actually. But for me personally, I feel like I have a bag for every occasion already, and I don't need any more bags. And then number 12, this is like such a big category, I guess, but I think it encapsulates literally everything on this list for me personally, I think. This is number 12, viral trends, whether that be clothes, makeup, skincare, products in general. But you know, I am a 30-something-year-old woman. I think I know what I like now. In the past, I definitely have fallen into trends more. I am still sometimes able to succumb to, you know, the virality of things or what is trendy because I consume social media content. If I did not consume any social media, I honestly think that my taste, A, would be a little bit different, but then B, I probably would not have so many things, honestly. Being on social media, doing some social media, it has changed my consumer habits a lot, I think. But I'm trying to push back against it. Like a lot of the stuff now that I see are viral or trendy, I don't want to participate in, mainly because it doesn't suit my taste anymore. Maybe it is because I am getting old. That, or I have just become more knowing of myself, right? I think that is really good aspect of that, of becoming older, or, you know, learning about yourself, like reflecting and journaling and just like being just so focused on like me. Because like everyone else is amazing too, but I also kind of don't want to just buy something because someone said it was really good, right? Like I personally want to evaluate myself, like does it fit into my lifestyle? Will it fit into my wardrobe? Is it like cohesive with me personally? Like, it's not to say that just because you follow trends and whatever is viral doesn't mean that's bad. I think it's important, especially as you are trying to learn about yourself, to see what sticks and see what you like. But for me now, number 12, I don't want to anymore. Sorry, it's not for me. But yeah, no, I remember the one thing that it really stood out for me, that I was like, heck no, because like I was reading like trend reports, and I like to watch it still, because I find it really fascinating and interesting. But there's like two things that stand out really in my mind that I was like, heck no, I'm not following these freaking trends because it does not match me, because I know what looks good on me now. But one was polka dots. Okay, I like, especially big polka dots. I do not look good in big polka dots. So I was like, I'm not following that trend. I think it was trendy like a while ago. I don't know if it's still trendy now. But number 2 was like capri shorts, not capri shorts, capri pants. I don't look good in those. I don't. It just makes me look, I'm already short and I don't need to look even more stumpy. And again, if they're comfortable and nice and everything, but I personally want pants that are a little bit more flattering for me. So I always wear like really long pants or I wear shorts. Like there's no in between. And like even skirts now, I'm like, I used to buy like, I'm like, oh, midi skirts were in or something. And you know what? I actually don't look good in midi skirts, M-I-D-I. So like halfway, it's either short or long. That's that for this video. That's 12 things that I'm not buying this year. Technically not all of them were things, but whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.